So this is my new bike and I really want to protect it from scratches. So, hang on, I think I've got an idea. Yes, yes, this is gonna work. Yes. Hang on. Hello! You're right, mate. I'm just in the middle of wrapping my bike. What's that? There's a better way than cling film? Nah, come on. And it's called Ridewrap. Yo, I hope you're all doing very well. So you've bought a new bike, it's carbon fiber, and you want to protect it because you know you've got it fresh out of the shop and you don't want to get a rock hit up and chip it or fall over and make some scratches. So I installed Ridewrap on my bike and I wanted to go over why it's important, how easy it is to install, and more importantly, what does it look like on the bike. But if you're new to my channel, I am Dan, and I hopefully want to inspire you to get out on your bikes and do other adventures. If that's something you're into, then please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as it helps a lot and I appreciate it so much. So let me tell you a little bit more about Ridewrap. They're a company based in Whistler, Canada. Well, BC, British Columbia, Canada. One of the best places in the world, let me tell you that. So they were all mountain bikers and they wanted to protect their really expensive mountain bikes from getting hit by rocks or if they crash, because inevitably in mountain biking you're going to crash. Inevitably I might crash trying to tell this while riding, but well, it's actually like a protective layer over your frame to protect it from dinks and scratches and chips if you drop your bike or fall over. Also, apparently it's self-healing, so if you do get a scratch on the Ridewrap, it will heal itself. And you know, it's been doing some great things and it's highly recommended, so that's why I put it on my bike. Look at that. So the Ridewrap comes in 3 different versions: essential, covered and tailored. I've gone for the tailored version, which is 95% coverage of the whole bike, mainly the frame and forks. Then you've got covered, which is just the main parts, and then you've got the essentials, which only protects where the chainstay is and the under bit of the frame and on the top tube. All right, so let me tell you about the install process of the Ridewrap. So yeah, installing Ridewrap was pretty difficult. You have to completely strip the bike and take all the wheels, anything, all these accessories. The only thing I left on was the handlebars and just left the rear mech and front mech dangling there. You could leave them on. I didn't really need to leave them dangling there, but I took them off just in case. So here we have the kit that comes with it. You've got a microfiber cloth, some wipes to help wipe down the bike before you put the Ridewrap on. Then you've got the gel solution that you mix with water in a spray bottle. Then you've got the squeegee to get rid of air bubbles and get all the excess water out. Comes with some cool stickers. Then you've got the instructions here. So here you've got the forks, and then on the other page it's got the numbers, and you start A, B, C, D, E, and then you'll go on to the back, and then here's where the frame is. So you start from the back of the frame and start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. until you've completely covered the whole frame and forks. So the install process is pretty tricky, and if you're not really patient, then I 100% don't recommend doing it yourself. Also, you need a good workshop and good light to do it in. Something like this, where I've got a decent stand, I can take everything apart and clean the bike. So areas of the Ridewrap which were very tricky were definitely the forks, especially under here. This just kept coming off. Even when it was fully installed, I'd look back and the edges are starting to come off, especially the bigger bits. They'd form a lot of air bubbles underneath, especially here. This, I've got like ports here, so you had to align it perfectly in the middle here. So I actually did this 3 times. I had to stuck it down once, fold it over, didn't match up, peel off again, tried again, didn't match up. Then I just decided to start from one end, wrap it all the way around, and finally got there. The other thing with the bigger bits is you're gonna get a lot of air bubbles, and those were super hard to get rid of, especially the small ones. And if you're really like a perfectionist like me, you really want to try and get them out. I think I got to the point where I just had to leave them in, but after having some time, letting it dry, I think I've had it for a week now, and yeah, a lot of the air bubbles that were here have kind of dried up and gone. So I can only see small little imperfections. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do yourself if you just follow the instructions. So yeah, I haven't had time to fully test it out. I've taken it on a few rides, but nothing too treacherous that will cause scratches. Also, I spoke to my colleagues, Sam and Carlos. They both have Ridewrap on their bikes, but they've raved about it. Sam said he rode, hit a rock, came flying up and smashed the bottom of his frame. No scratches, nothing there. Couldn't see anything. Carlos just dropped his bike multiple times and he says he hasn't had any dinks in it. So, you know, the proof is there, and I think you get the same reviews from other people as well. But yeah, if those things put you off about installing Ridewrap, saying it's gonna be too hard, you haven't got the space or workshop to do it in, then definitely go down to your local shop and get them to install it. I know it's pretty expensive due to labor, but it does take a lot of effort and it is worth the money. So the biggest issue with Ridewrap is how it looks on the bike. I know that goes through a lot of people's thoughts. Does it ruin the look of it? Well, this is my bike with it on. Let me know from afar, can you notice it? I'll do a before and after. So here's the bike before Ridewrap. I've given it a nice clean, so it's looking nice and shiny, and taken all the parts off, just got the rear mech, the brake calipers and the front mech hanging there, and obviously the handlebars are still on there. And here's the bike after Ridewrap. What do you think? Let me know. Can you notice it on there? I think it looks like a pretty good job. When you're far away, you don't notice it at all. It's when you get up close that you can see the lines overlapping and some of the air bubbles. But yeah, let me know. I'd be interesting to find out what you think and if you think you'd install it yourself. So would I recommend Ridewrap? Yes, I would. If you're looking at getting protection on your bike, then 100% go with Ridewrap. It is definitely what you need to keep your bike looking sparkly clean and scratch free. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, have you ever thought about installing Ridewrap yourself, or getting a shop to do it, or just, you know, wanting to protect your bike, or having second thoughts? It'd be good to have an interesting discussion down below. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it helps a lot and I appreciate it so much. Hope you're staying safe, staying positive, having fun, and I shall see you in the next one. Ain't no defeat in my blood.